Hey everyone, welcome back to Ideanthro Movement. On today's episode, skill development builds physical attributes, but the reverse is not true. All this week, we are looking at the second of our tenets, our primary components in our movement practice, and that is an emphasis on skill development. In the last episode, we described how getting good at moving at anything in the real world, moving in general, requires two things. Physical attributes, such as strength, and the skill to perform the movement. Thinking of climbing up a tree, you need a certain requisite amount of strength to climb that tree, but you also need the skills to put your body in the right position. In this episode, we're going to also expand upon this by pointing out that in the process of doing work to build skills, you build the physical attributes you need, but when you just build physical attributes, you don't build skills. Now, if you think about someone who's training for a sport, so let's say someone has taken up cycling in their, let's go with taking up mountain biking actually, taking up mountain biking in their teens. They've started to get kind of good at it. They've decided to train some more. They've been doing training on the bike, but they need that bit of an edge. So they decide to do some other training off the bike. We're gonna make this downhill mountain biking. Just expanding this as we go. We're gonna make this downhill mountain biking. And so they decide that they need a bit of a stronger upper body to manipulate their bike around through the world. The thing here is that person is already a downhill mountain biker and is already putting in skill work. So when they come into the gym, the important thing is that they build the physical attributes that they need. Now they can do that in a way that's applicable to their sport, or they can do it in a silly way that has nothing to do with it. But the point is they don't really need to do the skill development to get better at it. Also, that person is pushing to be really, really good at the high levels and not just trying to get moderately good at the sport. Why is it then that when someone comes into the fitness industry and wants to get fit, that we also still just focus on building physical attributes? Because the purpose that we're talking about here, when we talk about getting fit, of course we want cardiovascular health, we want the injury protection, but ultimately we want all this stuff so we can move about in the real world. Right? Be good at moving in the real world. People come in, and they come in because they want to be healthy, but they come in and say things to me like, look, I want to be able to play with my kids. I want to be able to pick up my kids. I want to be able to safely carry this thing that I have to carry all the time. Whatever it is, I want to be able to do this without getting tired. All of these things that they're asking to do are skills, are tasks that are combined of having the physical attributes and the skills that sit below them. So why is it that we come into the fitness industry and automatically just start building physical attributes, just trying to get people stronger? Sure, being stronger might be a component of being able to play with your kid, but why are we not also building the skills that go with this? The skills to safely get up and down off the ground, the skills to safely roll around on the ground. Now, people might argue and be like, oh, well, the reason we're not doing this is because we need to build the physical attributes. We're going to build that as some sort of foundation. This misses the point, which is to say that if you do the work to build the skills that you need, you'll also go a fair way to building the physical attributes that go with those skills. But if you just build the physical attributes, if you decide that the physical attributes of getting down on the ground to play with your kids involves having strong enough arms to do a push-up, and you just build push-ups, it doesn't teach you anything about the skills of how to get down there smoothly. It just teaches you how to do push-ups. But if we teach the skill of getting up and down off the ground smoothly, you will do a lot of getting up and down off the ground, and you will get stronger in the process, with the advantage of probably not having to load yourself as repetitively. You get more bang for your buck. So one of the reasons that we focus on skill development at Ideanthro Movement is because skill development will also build the physical attributes you need for that skill, but just trying to build the physical attributes for a skill doesn't build the skill at all. You see the difference here? We can get way more bang for our buck by practicing skills a heck of a lot. Now, of course, if we come back to the bike rider analogy, if you want to be the best in the world, you might get to the situation where you need to build some physical attributes that the bike riding itself isn't building. But again, a movement practice for health and longevity and safety and all this stuff that actual normal people want to do, who aren't trying to be the best in the world, but just trying to be decent at life and maybe decent at their particular pursuit, That stuff can all be built to a large degree by the sorts of strength gains you get while developing skills, with the added bonus that those strength gains are definitely relevant to the task that those skills suit. Okie dokie, that is it for this episode. I hope that you enjoyed that. If you did, you can give us a like or a subscribe. If you want to know more about what we do at Ideanthro Movement, you can find us at ideanthro.com/movement. You can also find out about our facility in Oxley, Brisbane, Australia. At some point in the future, there will be some online training there. You can also get free trials to come down to our facility if you go to ideanthro.com/free-trial. And if you want to get in touch, go to ideanthro.com/connect. Okie dokie, thank you for tuning in. We will see you next time.